Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to actually get high ground in a 1v1 battle, pretty much in any situation in the game, in battle royale, in arena mode. This is going to be what you want to do when you're actually build fighting. It's a tactic that a lot of people do, even the pros do this. So I'm going to be showing you some valuable information, so make sure you do watch till the end. But as always guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, drop a like down below, turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload, and if you do buy up from the item shop, remember to use my code YTUnstoppable at checkout. So pretty much what you're going to want to do guys in a 1v1, this is what happens. So say we've started, and a lot of people are saying they can't get high ground in a 1v1, and that's simply because people are doing this. It's so bad to actually just ramp up like that. Now, I know a lot of you will be saying, well, what's he on about, no one's doing that, but trust me, new people to the game, that's how they think they can take high ground. This guide's going to be for everyone guys. It's going to start off at the beginning and gradually get harder as the video goes on. So I'm starting off with the basics, but you're going to want to simply go 3 ramps up and then come across and pretty much block yourself. Now your opponent's probably going to do the same. Now it's up to you how far you take it. You can go a little bit further, and it all depends on what you're actually going for. So if you really think, say your opponent's building this way, he's gone up 3 like that, he's done the same, and you've gone up 3 and you've done the same, you're pretty much at the same level guys. Now the only difference is he may have better ping. Now this is pretty much one of the most important rules. If you're building at the same time and your opponent's got the better ping, this is simply what's going to happen. So you're at the same point, you've built, but your opponent has put that there, he's blocked you from ramping up or something like that. Now that's due to ping, but a way you can avoid this guys is simply, now it could be quite risky doing this, but it is a good way to take high ground, and it's totally your decision. If you think the player's not as good and he's not going to expect this, try this method out, but most of the time it goes on what you're experienced with and what you actually think the other player's like. So instead of going 3 up, do it really quick though guys, go that extra 1. Now I'm telling you, the difference in that extra 1 is so crucial. So once you've got up, you've got the high ground. Obviously that's a bad build, don't do that. You're normally going to be at the same point, but this time you are going to have high ground. Now don't just stop at this high ground, block him off. So you blocked him off what I showed you earlier, now he's on the receiving end, and you're just going to want to 90 up. Now 19 is really easy guys, I'll show you how to do it pretty much in this video. Simply put your walls there, floor, jump, wall, 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 floor, jump. Now it is quite difficult, I've done a full guide on that, so make sure you check that out after this video on how to do 90s properly and effectively. But you're going to want to keep going up as high as you can, not too high. I recommend, this is what I normally do, I'll show you exactly how many to go up. So you've got the high ground, there's nothing to worry about. Another thing about taking high ground, a lot of people do panic. Now there's no need to panic, I know it's quite fast paced, but that's where people mess up. So you're going to do your 90, that's how I do my first one, because it's quicker. Obviously if you're missing out the floor, you've already put the floor there. So this is how I'm going to do it, simply go up, 1, 2, 3. Now once you've got 3, there's no point going up even more, because it's so easy to shoot you down, and once you've shot you down, you've pretty much lost your high ground, which is what it's about. So once you are here, have a look where your enemy is. Now usually your enemy will be branching off. Now branching off is what I'm going to show you next, so we'll jump straight into that. So that is how to get high ground, 4 ramps up, and then pretty much do what you normally do. If I am going a little bit too quick guys, remember, go back to the points where I'm actually showing you, pause it, do what you have to do, practice that bit, and then unpause the video, go on to the next bit. So we're going to go back up, and then I'm going to show you what branching off is. So we've got high ground here guys, we'll start off here, got high ground, now we're going to branch off. So this is what branching off is. Pretty much I like to do it two ways, like that, and then I cut back on myself and go across. Now as you can tell, there's multiple ways to actually cut across. You can do it this way, where it's just a simple quick floor ramp. Now that is really quick guys if you're going for high ground, but not only that, I'm going to show you pretty much an insane way to actually gain high ground, and your opponent will struggle to actually defeat this and actually shoot it down. So what I normally do when I'm branching off is two ways I'll do it. Now if I'm going for a really, if it's a player I know I could probably beat, I'll show you this way first. So this is pretty much when you build fighting not that good of a person, and I'll show you one for when you're versing a good person. So you've gone up here and you've done that quick U-turn again, like that. Now can be quite quick, and you've got to time it really well, that little swap, because what normally happens guys, you go up too far and you fell off. Now you don't want to be doing that, because like I said, you've lost your high ground. So simply across, jump 180, back across like that. But it's really easy to shoot you down again. This is simply for quickness on that high ground, because you are going to want to pretty much build so you can't get shot down. So if you're versing a good player, simply do what we normally do, straight up like that, but this time we're going to 90 and branch across like that, and then 90 again, branch across, and then 90 again. And as you can tell, what I've done there is I've cut back on myself. So I've gone that way, I've come this way, and I'm back over where we started building. Now the reason I've done this, obviously it's hard to show you when I'm on my own actually build battling, but if you were to get shot down, say you shot that one there, right there, and that's happened, you're going to fall where all the other buildings are, rather than doing what most people do. So this is them branching off like this. They've branched off, they've gone that way for some reason. Now there's no point going that way and then back across, because there's nothing to fall onto, and that's where a lot of pro players actually fail. They go that way, they get shot down, and they're nothing to land onto. Whereas if it's you go back across on yourself like this, so you've done your 90s across, I've been shot down. Normally there'll be stuff there, obviously, because it's build battle. So say it's like that. Say we've done a big build battle, and this is pretty much what's left in it. I've gone across, so this is me branching off again with the 90s. Gone across, boom. I've been shot down, and I've landed on the buildings again. Now the main reason why we want to land on the buildings again is so we can get that high ground again. Now if you are getting shot down, you can even shoot in your buildings. It's really effective way to actually just do what I showed you last time. Say you've branched off, you can even shoot in, do that quick 180 back across, and then you can jump down like that. Now normally for him to shoot your building down, it's going to take quite a bit. So as soon as you hear the buildings coming down, what you're going to want to do, 180, floor, ramp, and then I normally do this to drop down, which is basically walls down, then floor, walls down, floor, and then you won't die from fall damage, which is another key part of high ground. You're obviously going to get shot down if you have got the high ground, so it's an effective way to actually show you how to defend yourself like that. Really effective method. Not only that, if the guy stays up there, he starts shooting you, you've got that barricade, and yet again you can literally go back up. He's not going to expect that move, guys, that I've just done. He thinks you're going back down to the bottom, but you can trick him, put a floor there, ramp back up. So I'll show you that little method again, which is an effective way. So we've done that, we're here, you want to do floor, ramp back up. And it's pretty easy, guys, to do that. There's nothing hard about that. Simply floor, like that, jump back across and up. That's a good way. There is other ways with triangles and that, but I'm not going to show you that in this video because it is really advanced. If you want a proper advanced guide on high ground, let me know down in the comment section. But I've got one more little idea to show you, and this is one that I do use quite a bit. So this is when you're branching off, guys. Once you've done your 90, do it really slow for this purpose of this video. Come to the edge, and as you can tell, you can put a floor there, and then as you're going up, you can do this. Now if we look underneath, this is how it looks from his perspective. He's got that 2-layer wall there. Now obviously it's a lot harder to shoot down than that single, which I was showing you earlier. So if you can do this, make sure you do. So simply go to the edge, boom. You can put floor there as well, even more protection, and do it like that. That's pretty much one of the best ones you can do, the more protected ones. But yet again, you've come for this video for high ground. A lot of people will be saying in the comments, nah, it's not quick. It isn't the quickest, that method that I've just shown you, but it's the most protective way to get the high ground, and it all depends on what you are doing. Now like I said at the start of the video, it's not even that good to get high ground most of the time. Sometimes you're better off playing low ground, taking the high ground after you've shot them down, which is another good way. But that's pretty much all the ways I normally use. There are a few more advanced ones, but I don't want to make this video too long. So hopefully you have learnt something new on how to actually take the high ground. I'm going to show you now how I actually do it and the quickest way to get up. Hopefully this guide did help you. If it did, remember to leave a like. If it didn't, let me know why. And let me know your opinions and comments and thoughts on how to get high ground. And also leave tips for other players down below. But we're going to show you exactly what I showed you in the video. Free up, back across, and then we've lost high ground, so we're going across, branching off, back again, 90, branching off, 90, back across to where we actually were building. So if we do get shot down, doesn't matter, the guy's gone way higher than I expected. So now what I'm going to do is my simple quick crossovers, which is what I call them, and that is simply floor ramp. Now if you're going for the protective one, which is normally starts to happen around about this height, guys, when you've both got you pretty much even, this is what I'd do: branch off, do my 90, and then come to the edge, floor, like that. That's just more protective. This one is really hard and I'm still trying to learn it, guys, but it's hard to get that second floor there. You can just sort of like spam it, but it doesn't really work all the time, so try and get it if you can. If you guys want a video on editing, let me know. That is probably what I'm going to make next, because a lot of people do struggle with that as well. But that's my way to get high ground. Works for me pretty much every time. Let me know your thoughts, and as always guys, I'll catch you in the next one.